I wanted to make this video talking about the honest truth about what's going on with the real estate market right now, what's going on with real estate, what's going on with home buying right now. Why are people not buying? Why are people not selling? Why are people leaving this business? The honest truth is, right now, I'm in multiple different real estate groups on Facebook. I'm in multiple different, I'm in some Reddit threads. I'm in a lot of different groups on Facebook. And the reason why I'm making this video is because this person was posted in the mortgage group that I'm in, and they were saying how they were getting discouraged. They've been in the business for a while, over 10 years. And they're at the point where they're getting discouraged because they're having a hard time selling right now, or they're having a hard time closing deals right now. And I wanted to make this video because I wanted to kind of talk about that and why a lot of professionals, a lot of people in this industry are having a hard time right now, to be honest. A lot of people don't. One thing about this industry, or something that I learned, is a lot of people don't like to discuss when they're not doing as well. Yes, you may. I know I do have a lot of friends that are in the industry, and we do talk to each other, and we will let each other know how things are going. But on a larger scale, it's kind of unspoken, where people, they will not tell you that they're not doing good. They won't tell you that they're not closing deals. They won't tell you that they're not selling. But when you look on social media, you can see it looks as if they're doing this great and excellent. But the honest truth is, as of 2024, where we're at right now, is completely different from where we were at in 2021, 2022. In 2021, Christmas, I believe it was 2021, maybe it was, I think it was 2021. I did a lot of refinances. I did a couple of purchases, and that's when rates were around the 3.5%, a little bit lower than that. That was in December, same time, different year. This year is completely different. And the reason being, one of the biggest differences, or the biggest reasons why there's not a lot of refinances, is because people that were in the 3%, 4%, they have a great rate. And there's some people that are even in the 2%. They have a great rate. They don't want to trade that 2 to 3.5% rate for the current rates right now, which is 6.5%. 6% on up. They don't want to trade it. If you have a payment, your payment on a 2% rate versus your payment on a we'll just call 6%, on a 6% rate, is going to be significantly different from your 2% payment. Rates are playing a big reason as to why we're having so much issues right now. Now, coming from someone that's in the business, I've talked to so many different people, and I'm going to just go off of, I'm going off of 2024 year of 2024. I've talked to so many people this year that have good jobs. They may not have the credit. They may have the credit. It's always something where they may have one thing and they may not have the other. They may have two and they don't have the other. They have one, they don't. It's just where there's not enough to where we could put it together. Now, the issue of right now, that the reason why we're seeing so many issues right now in a decrease of sales, a decrease of people wanting to buy, is because rates are high. Rates are significantly higher than they were back then. Even 2 years ago, rates are significantly higher than they were 2 years ago. They are significantly higher than they were 2 years ago. And I know the thing that we like to say in this business is, their rates are higher than they were. Or no, we would say like, oh, rates are back in the 70s, rates were 15%, 20%. Yeah, they were 20%, but the homes were also $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 was not even really heard of back then. The homes were so low that, of course, you could pay 15% on a $70,000 house. You're still going to be good. But now the home prices, At minimum, if you want a good home, I'm talking about in Bakersfield, California, a move-in ready home, $350 minimum. For if you want to just literally move in and set the home up and start moving and have a home, $350,000 minimum on a 6% payment. And that's minimum. It's not, they can afford it. People can afford it. Affordability is the biggest issue. The rates are high. And then on top of that, we have to factor in the fact that inflation's up. Gas prices, they're going, I have seen a little increase in gas prices, but gas prices were higher. In the summertime, they were high. Food is high. You can't go to the grocery store and take $100 in and get 2 weeks of meals. You can, but you have to you will have to really, really be strategic, but you can't stretch $100 like you could back then. So there's a lot of factors into why the market is the way that it is. And right now, for the average American, I'm talking about the average American that is making minimum wage, it's going to be hard to afford to buy a house right now. And I'm being 100% honest. If you are by yourself, if you were a spouse, it's hard. There's people that I've worked with that make great money. I was working with this couple. They live in LA. They make good money. They couldn't find a house in LA. They couldn't find a house in LA because they could afford the payment, but they were getting bid out by other people. They were getting, and they, like I said, they made good money. They were able to afford the payment, but they were getting bid out. So there's a lot of things that I personally feel as a mortgage professional that needs to change in order for the market to get better. The market to get better. I will say that. Now, what I will say is that real estate, it doesn't matter what market it doesn't matter what time we're in. I will always say that real estate is still one of the best investments you will ever make. And if you have the money, let's say if you're somebody that you have a lot of money, like you have disposable money and you just have a lot of money in the bank, I would recommend you to invest in real estate. It makes sense. I would recommend you to invest in real estate. The money is in the bank, is sitting. You're not invested in anything else. Invested in real estate. Maybe you can get a home, purchase a home, and rent it out. You can buy a home that's not all the way fixed or up to par. Fix it, flip it, sell it. You can make your money work for you through investment. If you are someone that has that type of money and you have all of your other affairs in order, I would recommend, yes, real estate all day, any day. If I won the lottery today and I had just a disposable amount of money, I'm definitely going to invest in real estate, 100%. That's probably the first thing that I would do. But that's because I had the money. Now, the average everyday American, I consider myself the average everyday American. You are working a 9 to 5. Your credit may not be up to par where you want it to be. You are behind on some bills. You're living paycheck to paycheck. Do I say don't buy a house? No, I'm not saying don't buy a house. I am saying maybe we need to work on getting some things in order before you can get to the place where it makes sense for you to buy. If you're living paycheck to paycheck and your credit card, you have late payments on your credit card, I would not recommend that you buy a house because you need to get other things in order before you're ready to do that. I want to share that, my personal opinion on what's going on with the market right now. Like I said, I still love real estate. Real estate is my passion. I will always continue to love it. I am renewing my license, so I'm still hanging in there, but it's not the same as it was a few years ago, but it's going to get better. Things are going to continue to move. I'm going to continue to make videos like this. I hope you guys like it. Give me a thumbs up if you do like it, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you again for your support.